Keep pressing on, 'cause my soul is heavy.
Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Rundown. If you're depressed watching your favorite sports team on the football field, but you just can't stop buying their gear, then congratulations. You might be a Raiders fan. But listen, man, don't trip. I got the perfect thing for you, man. Here at the Rundown, we have partnered with Fanatics to bring the nation some of the freshest Raider gear that you can get your hands on. I'm talking jerseys, I'm talking hats, and you know it's starting to get chilly out here, so it's best to grab you some drip for the frosty season while you're at it as well. So tap the link in the description down below, get you some fresh gear, man. Support the channel at the same time. It's a dub for you, dub for me, even though we're not getting that many dubs on the field at the moment, man. So remember, man, tap the link down below in the description to get you some fresh Raiders gear from Fanatics. Now let's get back to the show. What's going on? What's happening? What is the deal with my Raider family, man? You are back for another episode here of, the Raider Rundown, man. Y'all already know what it is. Make sure you guys hitting the like button, hitting that subscribe button. It's going to be a very good episode today, man. We're going to be going over coaching, what we've been doing to fill out the coaching spots. You feel what I'm saying? Where we can go to fill out the coaching spots a little bit more, because there's still a couple of still a couple of guys that we're missing, still a couple of position groups that we still need to go ahead and make sure that we fill on out. And if we got enough time at the end of the show, we definitely can look at some free agents, what the Raiders can do as far as free agency, who we can start letting go, things of that nature, man. But before we do any of that, y'all already know what time it is, man. I feel like I ain't been live in a minute, right? Especially on the solo dolo tip. So before we get going with any of that good news, y'all already know what time it is. Let's go ahead and start with the most important segment of the day, which is hit it with the roll call, baby. Give a shout out to all my family that's in the chat. Like I said, bro, I feel like it's been a smooth minute since I've been live, man. It probably ain't been that long, but it feel long. It feel long. AKA Freddie in the building, man. What's going on with you, big dog? Salute to the family. What's going on with you? Trey B, what's going on? Salute, salute. Herman, what's the deal? Raiders. We're gonna have a great conversation today, bro. This is the first time in a long time in the off season where I'm like, man, you know, I'm not too mad at what we doing, bro. Now there's a couple question marks. But I'm not sitting here like, what the fuck are we doing? You know, like last year, by this time, I was already like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to talk myself into the Pete Carroll shit, but at this time, you know, certain moves that are being made, you start to be like, all right, I don't know. But this one, I'm not feeling like that. I'm not feeling like that at all, man. AZ, what's going on with you, big dog? Salute in the building, man. And I'm over here tripping, man. Let's get some of this music going, man. Your boy out here tweaking. Hold on. Okay, so as we continue on, who else we got up in here? My boy DJ in the building. What's going on, DJ? Appreciate you for tapping in. Raider Way, what's going on, Raider Way? Appreciate you. SoCal Sal in the building. What's the deal with you, bro? Salute to the family. I got all the family up in here, man. Dre's in the building. What's going on, Dre? Got my guy Jason Downs in the building. Hey, appreciate you for tapping in. Fire show you got with Jeff as well, man. Keep doing y'all thing, man. Keep doing y'all thing. We need all type of voices, all type of different atmospheres when it comes to this Raider joint. So keep doing y'all, man. But who else we got up in here, man? Yes, sir. Well, I feel like we got everybody. Hey, but if you're new, make sure you tap in with the conversation, bro. Get involved with the family. All right, man. We be having great conversations around here. Good football talk. A lot of things we talk about, man, around here, we can maybe source back, right? And be like, okay, well, we did talk about that. Were we right? Were we wrong? But at least, you know, we had the discussion about it. So that's where I'm at right now. So again, appreciate everybody for tapping in, everybody for coming on this impromptu live. Now, look, I'm usually live on Mondays. It took me a little minute last week. Your boy was sick. I ain't gonna cap. I was over here trying to get off of the plague. So now that I feel good, now that I feel better, we definitely gonna go ahead and break it all down. Now, before I want to really get into my rundown thing, right? Y'all know how we do. We're gonna go through all the coaches. We're gonna go through what they've done, their history, all the extra. But before we do that, I want to know something from y'all, man. Which coach are you most excited about? As far as the hirings we made over the weekend, which one are you most excited about as far as the hirings we made over the weekend? Let me know, right? Let me know down below, man. Talk to me, because there was a number of hirings that we made, right, over the Friday, Saturday. I mean, shit, it felt like the news was back to back, right? So there was really no time to rest, which is good, right? Because what was all of our concerns at the beginning? Big concern was shit, how quick is Clint going to be able to assemble the staff? You know what I'm saying? I mean, he coming in on the tail end of this thing, and most people that have been hired already assembling the staff, already getting the scouting department together, really preparing for the draft, right? So now it's like, well, how are we going to be able to do that, right? At a high clip. Let's say at a high clip. So the fact that they're filling out these positions quickly, I like, right? Because again, we got to hit the ground running as far as this film work, as far as Clint and his coaches, okay? Because they're kind of behind. Let's just keep it a bean. Same shit happened to us, I believe, a couple years ago too. But either way, bro, we're behind, right? So they got to get the step on. But at the same time, how y'all feel, man? Which coach are y'all most excited about? Rob Leonard. Yeah, bro, the night by, I don't know what's up with him today, man. I gotta tell him to chill. Hold on. Let's see if I can say it in the comments. Let's see. Night by. Chill out, man. Chill out. All right, let's see what happens in the comments if that happens. But Rob Leonard. I'm not mad at that, bro. Look, a lot of mixed reviews when it came to Robbie Leonard and when we hired him. When I released the short and just talking to y'all through comments and all that,
I see some excitement, but there are some people that are like, I don't know about this shit right here. You know, and by all means, that's not wrong to feel because we knew everywhere. We're not experienced like that in the coaching staff right now. Body snatcher, Raider, just want to know who the O-line coach is going to be. The big one. And we're going to talk about that because a coach that I actually thought like was a slam dunk. I ain't going to cap. I thought John Benton was a slam dunk. I was like, all right, out of all the coaches he's going to get, right? Out of all the ones he's going to get, he's probably going to be able to get Benton. But that's not happening, right? That's not happening. So we got to look elsewhere. We have to look elsewhere. I'm very, very intrigued on where they're going to go with that. They need to swing big, bro. I don't want no peon offensive line coach that's been underneath some guy for 3 years. Like, if that's how we have to settle, so the fuck be it. So, find yourself the best one. But honestly, dog, I'm going to swing for the fences, man. I want big fish when it comes to that O-line shit. I'm not trying to do all that. I'm not trying to do all that thrift spending when it comes to coaches this year. Not trying to do it. It's what we did last year, and it completely fucked us. So, yeah, we're not going to do that at all. My dog Mike in the building, man. What's going on, Mike? Appreciate you for tapping in. My blunts and breakdowns co-host in the building, man. Fidel, should Raiders get a wide receiver one in free agency? Cool show. Appreciate you for tapping in, bro. I appreciate the words. If I'm going to be honest with you, bro, I don't really want to do that. I don't. Look, there's going to be a lot of content creators in the offseason. There's going to be a lot of guys that differ from the opinion I'm about to say. I'm not trying to pay any receiver in this market no top receiver money. I'm not. I don't give a fuck how fast Alec Pierce is, right? I'm not saying that's you, Fidel, but there's a lot of people that's going to say that. Oh, he's going to stretch the field. I don't give a fuck how fast he is. I don't care, right? We're at the point right now we're devoid of talent. So somebody trying to argue to me, well, maybe our wide receiver one don't need to be that talented. Huh? We just won 2 games. I'm stacking whatever talent I can, and I want a wide receiver one. I want that. I don't want to pay somebody like a wide receiver one, but he's really not that. I want to pay you like a wide receiver one, and that's what the fuck you are. And that's what you are, right? So it's like, personally, for me, bro, I want to draft one. I'd rather draft one. Why? Because the money, say if we go pay Alec Pierce, right? That's a big, large chunk of that bread that we got in that cap space, right? The allocation. That's a big, big chunk of that bread. The way you alleviate that is if you draft big money positions, right? Quarterback, you draft that. That's big money, right? You really won't want to sign that in free agency. You fuck around. Left tackle, you want to draft that. That's big money, right? You get a left tackle in free agency, you paying up the ass. Receiver's another one, right? You look at what Jamar Chase getting. You look at what all these other people are getting. You rather, right, draft your guy and then maybe hit that extension in year 3 to avoid all the big shit. The end. Like, these are 4 positions, bro, where you're like, all right, bro, like those are big, big ticket items. And if you can draft those guys and maybe get the extension in year 3, like how smart organizations do it, to avoid paying these big, large sums of money, so that way you're not in cap space hell, I feel like I'd rather go that route right now. I'd rather go that route. Now, if you were to tell me that Justin Jefferson is on free agency, well, shit. Well, then at that point we might have a different conversation. We might have a different conversation. But just keep in mind now, the tiers of receivers we talking about are not the tiers that are available. All right, we want Jamar Chase. We want Justin Jefferson. I want to be greedy. I'm not. Alec Pierce is nowhere near that realm. Nowhere. I like George Pickens, but I'm not trying to bring George Pickens over here with all that bullshit he got going on with no rookie quarterback, rookie head coach, and all this extra. I don't want to do it. I'd rather just get our own guys this year in some of the positions. Now, look, free agency, we're going to talk. But wide receiver, bro, I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on it. Again, you're going to hear a whole bunch of content creators, a whole bunch of people argue the fact that we should do that. But that's my 2 cents. That's just my 2 cents. Edgar in the building, man. What's going on, Edgar? What's the deal with you, bro? AZ says, agreed. We have too many holes to go and pay a free agency wide receiver all that money. 100%. 100%. We're not ready. We're not ready to do that, right? Now, if we were more built, okay, sure. fuck it. I mean, we got the money. Let's do it. We just need something to put us over the top. If we were the Bills, right? The Bills should have definitely went for Jalen Waddle. They should have did it because they're close, right? We're not close. So that just is what it is. Got to stack the talent. Nah. Like I like Pickens' talent, bro, but I don't see him. If you are gonna get Fernando, I don't see Pickens and Fernando meshing. I don't see that, right? I don't see him and Clint meshing. Like I don't see that synergy there. I'm good. I did want Pickens. He is a dog, bro. He is, and I'm not saying that off the talent, but it's like where he is in his career and where we are as a player. Where he is in his career, where we are as a team, I don't like the timelines. Rude dog, man. What's going on with you, bro? How we spend this year will also affect a Bowers re-up after next year. Thank you, Jason Dad. Look, bro, because say if we draft a guy, right? You know, hey, bro, y'all better prepare your minds now. That extension next year for 89 is going to be astronomical. Especially if we have to keep going through bullshit. Right, it's gonna be astronomical to try to keep him. So you got to keep that in mind too, because that's coming up as well. Ooh, Zachariah Branch in the third. I wouldn't be mad at that, right? The question mark I would have for you, Rude Dog, would be, what do we do with Trey Tucker? Right, that's the question mark. Because if you were to get Zachariah Branch with Trey Tucker and him got the same kind of body set, right? I don't think the same skill set, though. I will say that. I don't think the same skill set. So I think as the year goes, you would have to choose between the two, right? You would have to choose between the two. But, I mean, if you just spent the third-round pick on Zachariah Branch, then the choice might be easy at that point, right? The choice might be easy. But let's continue, man. Let's continue. Look, bro, there is a lot of different avenues, a lot of different ways we can go about things. In free agency, of course. Now, look, I'm surprised, a lot of people have dropped the Linderbaum talk. I mean, I still see people talk about it, but I don't see everybody talk about it to the insane clip that we were, right? And honestly, I feel like the reason we're not doing that is because we kind of understand that there might be a chance that we don't even have to go after Tyler Linderbaum, right? There might be a choice where we probably don't even have to go after him. Why? Now, I'm not saying because, it's whatever. JPJ might go back to center, right? So if JPJ goes back to center, which I want him to do, I would like him to go back to center. And if he does that, we really don't need Linderbaum at that point because Linderbaum is a center as well, right? Then you got to focus your attention on guards and the right tackle, which I think we got to focus on that right tackle. But hey, we'll see how that goes going in. So let me go ahead and get ready to pull this up. We're gonna get ready to pull this thing up. Go through the Raiders coaches. Go through the tracker, man. Who we've hired. And what we doing so far. Let's see. Okay. Oh, there you go. Yeah, this is a day ago. Sometimes some of these goddamn websites don't be. This right here is saying that it's got everything. So, okay. And then there's a couple of other guys that it doesn't have on here, but we'll talk about those guys once the time. And then we're going to go ahead and talk about the big three. Right, let's talk about the big three first, and then we can get into the position groups, right? But as far as the big three, you know what it is, man. Kubiak, head coach. All right. You got Janoko as the OC, right? And then you have Robbie Leonard as the DC. So those are the big three, okay, as far as who you're going to be looking at. Really, and who the blame will be shifted on this year. Right? That's just plain and simple, dog. Plain and simple. If blame must be shifted and deflected, it's gonna be this big three right here. Right? Hold on. New big three. Yes, sir. All right, so let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Okay. Now, obviously, as far as Kubiak, that's A++ for me. That's who I wanted. Right? That's exactly who I wanted. That's A++. I have no quarrels or qualms. Now, some people will talk about, honestly, dog, I didn't even give a fuck about the pressure. I know some people are like, well, his pressure was whatever. I've heard some comments about him being boring at the presser. Honestly, dog, the words he said was all I needed, bro. Words he said is all I needed. So let's focus on Kubiak first, bro. Words he said is all I need. As far as the head coach, right? The pressure that he gave, I think he said everything he needed to say, right? I think he said everything he needed to say. And again, bro, I said it on Twitter, and I'll repeat it here. And if you ain't following me on Twitter, tap in with me. But I'll repeat it here, bro. I don't need rah-rah shit right now, bro. In the Big 26, I don't need rah-rah shit. I don't. I've already heard that 2 years in a row, right? Pete Carroll came in here with that rah-rah shit. I care now. I care less. I don't want to hear that. And then, AP came in with it as well. Now, again, we're going to have mixed reviews on AP as far as coaches up in here, right? But nonetheless, they were rah-rah guys. I don't give a fuck about that no more. I don't care. John Gruden came up in here, rah-rah. What are the actions? What are the results, goddammit? What are we going to do? So that's what I care about right now. What are you saying? What are the words? Okay, so I like when he came up there and said, hey, bro, this the Raiders. You feel what I'm saying? This is the Raiders. This is a historic-ass franchise, which it is. You feel? And we have to get back to where we are in NFL lore. That's just what it is. But the one thing that I loved, and sold me even more, and I've been saying it on the show for how long, and y'all know, when he came up there and the reporter asked, there's been up-team coaches up in here, right? All of them have come in and failed. What makes you the person to feel like you can change this? And his answer was, it's competition. It's what it is, bro. I'm going to compete. I feel like I'm that guy, bro. So no, and this is, he didn't say that in all them words, but no disrespect to all the coaches over here, but I'm here to compete. We don't just compete on the field. We compete as coaches, and I'm going to compete that I am the guy where they failed. And that's the shit we've been talking about on this show for so long. All the Raider fans that came up in here like, oh, man, he's not going to want to come over here. He got to coach against Andy Reid. He got to coach against Sean Payton, Jim Harbaugh. If you're a real one, you don't give a fuck. I don't care. Who cares, bro? Same shit, all walk of life. It's all walks of life, right? We all got to start a podcast. Some of us want to start a Raider podcast. Oh, there's so many people in the space. How am I going to make money? Man, fuck them. Respectfully, right? But at the end of the day, bro, when it come to what I want to do and how I feel like I'm that guy, bro, then there is no amount of words or fear that's going to take over me when I feel like I'm the best at my craft. Simple and plain, bro. Simple and plain. And that goes for every walk of life. And when it comes to this coaching shit, I didn't want no coach that was going to come in here and get to talking about, oh, my God, I got to coach against these guys twice a year. Then you don't want that coach. He already coming in scared. The fuck about if I'm a player and you coming in scared and shit, well, what's the message? Nah, bro, let's get it right. Because any coach that's going to be worth a damn in this division is going to have to prove his mettle. Simple and plain. He's going to have to prove his mettle. And there's no way around it. There's no sugarcoating it. There's no doing that. So if you run from it, so be it, bro. I want the coach that's going to run to it. That's what I want. And right now, as far as his mindset and what I saw from that presser, that's what I feel like that's what we got. I feel like that's what we got. And that is one of the biggest things. The mindset is one of the biggest things, right? That's one of the biggest shit. So, yep. All that rah-rah shit will get your ass fired, bro, if it don't produce, right? You can talk all you want, but if it's not producing, who cares? Who cares? Nav man in the building. Cheerleaders are already hired. We don't need a cheerleader as a head coach. I agree there. Definitely agree there. My boy Anthony, what's the deal, man? Appreciate you for tapping in, man. Exactly. Who cares? I don't give a shit. Right? They all, and if you look at the coaching list, everybody in their 60s except for our coach. Everybody in their 60s except for our coach. Okay, bet. Just get it in. Because if I can win against these experienced coaches who have won Super Bowls except Jim. My bad, not Jim. But everybody that's been to big games and shit, and I can win against that. Oh shit. Ain't nobody in the league I'm scared of. Zero. Zilch. So let's work. Let's work. 100%, Tyler. To be the best, you have to beat the best. There is no way around that, bro. No way around that. When it comes to competition, bro, that shit just pulls it out of you, bro. It's just what it is. Competition, exactly. Competition is competition, bro. And when somebody got it, they got it, right? And when they fear it, you smell it, right? You gonna smell it. That's easy money. So Jason Down said we can focus on wide receiver and draft next year. There's some motherfuckers next year. Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. Jay Smith, loudest in the room, usually the weakest. 100%. No fear. And that's what I want. That was my biggest takeaway. That was my biggest takeaway. I get it. I get in arguments with some of my guys because they say, oh, he's boring. It is what it is. Hey, for me, bro, I feel like Clint's about his business. I just get that feeling. Like, yeah, we'll joke around and all that shit, but when business is business and it's time for me to put the money on the flow, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. So that I like all in itself. I was happy from the press conference. Like I said, I didn't need no rah-rah. I didn't need this or that. I just needed a certain tone. I needed a certain tone to be displayed. And also I needed just that one thing that made me be like, okay, there, I see it now. And that was that one thing for me where we talked about competition. Now we're going to talk about the second guy of the big three, which is, and you see it right there, Janoko, right? He's the second guy of the big three. And this is where we can have a little deeper conversation about his background and what he's done so far, right? As far as to be the offensive coordinator. Can we be confident in him? Now, okay, boom. Janoko, okay, has been with Clint a lot of his coaching career. Okay, a lot of Clint's coaching career, he's had Janoko there, right? So the thing with that is when you have somebody you trust, you definitely want to bring them in, and it's a even bigger battle with that because our head coach is calling plays, right? Our head coach is calling plays. He is going to be drawing up the plays. He's going to be sitting there on game day and with the big sheet, like how we see LaFleur and them and how we see McVay and all them. He's going to be sitting there with the big sheet. So you need somebody that you can trust, right, that knows your scheme, knows how to teach your scheme, and at the same time talk the same language. And that would be Janoko for Clint. Not only is he doing all those jobs we just mentioned, but he also is coaching. He's coached quarterbacks as well and has a history of working with quarterbacks. Not only that, he has a history of working with the quarterbacks at Clint's stops. Okay, so wherever Clint has been, Janoko has followed, and he has followed him as either an offensive assistant, whatever the case, or a quarterback coach. Okay, and what's the thing? And what are we drafting? 90%. What are we drafting first overall this year? Right, so it all comes together, right? It all comes together. So reading some of Janoko, right? We'll list it all for you. Check it out. This year for the Seahawks, he was their quarterback coach, right? So even in the capacity, he was the Seattle Seahawks quarterback coach. Now, you would give primary responsibility and growth as far as what Sam Darnold did this year. I feel like you would primarily give that to Clint Kubiak, only fair, right? Clint is the offensive coordinator there for Seattle Seahawks. So you would obviously be like, all right, well, he probably has that. But anybody that's been around the game, anybody that knows what the quarterback coach is doing, you damn near seeing your quarterback coach more than the offense coordinator. You know what I mean? Like you chilling with your position coach more than you're going to be doing the entirety of the offense, right? Especially in the NFL. So that guy is crucial for quarterback development because he can take it a step further that Clint maybe won't be able to do, especially now because Clint is the head coach. You smell me? Like Clint Clint's the fucking head coach. So he's got to oversee it all. At the end of the day, we know Clint's going to oversee the offense a lot, right? But when it comes to the little minute intricacies and details of the organization, right? We all know like this shit's a machine. Everything's a cog in the wheel. But when it comes to the minute details, that's for Janoko, right? That's for Janoko to go in there and get to working with a quarterback we draft or get to working with somebody extra time, right? That's what we'll do extra time. So obviously we knew what Sam Darnold did this year, right? We knew what he did this year. Just won the Super Bowl. He had 4,000 yards, 25 touchdowns. When it comes to the interception percentage with Sam Darnold, I don't really blame no fucking coach, right? I'll be more surprised. I'll be like, all right, well, I see what you're doing as a coach if you keep Sam Darnold for throwing hella interceptions, which he did this year, right? So, hey, salute. So, you know, he did that. Career high, 67.7 completion percentage this year. So career highs across the board damn near with Janoko helping as the quarterback coach, right? So before he went to Seattle, this is what I'm saying, this is why it was kind of an easy connection too, but he was in New Orleans, right? He was in New Orleans. And I'm sure a lot of Raider fans got hip to Janoko after Derek Carr went on his podcast and talked about him as well and talked about his time with him. So I'm sure a lot of people got hip, right? I'm sure a lot of people, you know, started looking up Janoko off there. But at the same time, that's another stop. He was with Clint. So familiarity there. Okay. He has 14 years of coaching experience, 12 in the NFL. He joined the Saints, you know, after 2 years of quarterback coach for the Chicago Bears in 2022, 2023. Woof. But Janoko also held, you know, several offensive roles with the Vikings, where Clint was at the time, right? Quarterback coach at Mercyhurst University. So, he has a lot of quarterback background. A lot of quarterback background that you see, man. During his time, during his time in Chicago, he had Justin Fields in Chicago. I mean, hey, shit. Damn. I mean, look here, bro. Look, we're going to talk about this, especially because there's going to be a number of conversations we have with Rob Leonard as well. But shit. I mean, what the fuck you want him to do with Justin Fields? What's he supposed to do with that? There ain't no way you're going to be able to get this man, you know, to throw a high completion percentage like the 67 we saw with Sam Darnold or the 67 he had with Derek Carr. It's not going to happen, right? But during that time, right, in his whole tenure with Justin, he got him up to 60%. Shit, 4,000 yards in the 2 years, 33 touchdown passes, all that. 1,800 yards on the ground, 12 touchdowns on the ground. So there were some moments with Justin Fields, but again, bro, I mean, it's Justin Fields. We see what he is now. We see what he is now. Then you go out with Minnesota when Minnesota had Kirk Cousins, and Kirk was dealing in 2021 with Janoko as the quarterback coach. Man, he had 4,200 yards, 33 touchdowns, only 7 interceptions. And he got a Pro Bowl rating that year. So realistically, man, like when I look at the history of the guys he's coached, what he's done, it's not a bad track record, bro. He does not have a bad track record at all. I mean, shit. If you told me that our rookie threw for 67.7 completion percentage first year, we might be able to do something. We might be able to get down. You know what I mean? Like, we really might be able to get down if our rookie quarterback is throwing for 67.7 completion percentage, right? That's good numbers. It's Pro Bowl numbers, damn near, right? So it's like, we'll see. We'll see there as far as what he primarily is going to be working with. But, you read all that, you see his bio. It's pretty clear and evident he's going to try to be working with the quarterbacks, and that's good. I like his background there. But y'all let me know, man. Let me know down below how y'all feeling. Let me go through some comments real quick before we go through our last of the big three, which is Robbie Leonard, right? And we're going to go through, because there's a conversation we need to have about Robbie Leonard. Some of y'all are going to need to have a conversation with, right? Now, we'll get to it, but we're going to have a conversation. Real quick. Kill, man. What's going on, man? What's going on? He says, how you feel about Bradley Chubb? I feel about Bradley Chubb the same way I feel about drafting a wide receiver in the first round. There's so many edges this year, bro, in this draft. Let's just name some off the top of our heads. Some we're not even gonna get to look at, but David Bailey, Ruben Bain, Akeem Mesidor. Who else we looking at? Romello Height, goddamn Cassius Howell. Bro, there's a number. And that's just 5 off the top of my head, bro. There's more than that. There's more than that in this draft that we can look at and secure. I seen one where Mesidor fell to the second round. Snatched that immediately. So there are a number of guys this year, bro, in the draft that I feel like we can look at rather than look at an aging Bradley Chubb. That's just me. That's just me. But that's the problem. We got so many goddamn holes on the roster, bro. It's like, you just got to, like I said last year in the offseason, bro, you just got to pick something, and you're going to have to live with the fact that this shit is just going to be fucked up until next year. So some of it, right? Some of it, we're not going to be able to sign everything. Are we done with Kuntz? 60-40. 60% yes, 40% no. And the reason I say that, maybe, you know what? I might flip it. You know what? I'll go 50-50 now. 50-50. Because I just thought about Rob Leonard as the D-line coach, right? And there's familiarity there. And the only reason I say 50-50, because everybody can be like, oh, well, he didn't do shit. But we got to remember, he's coming off an ACL injury last year, okay? And we all know, everybody that has ever listened to an athlete talk about ACL injuries, they say it takes a year to get back to your normal self. This would be that year, right? So do you keep him on the cheap of the roll dice to say, hey, man, he probably going to get back to the Kuntz we know, or do you just let him go? That's the question mark of it. But I think, if he's cheap, keep him. If he's cheap, keep him. Mike Lopez in the building, man. Would you go after Jason Taylor and bring him to be our defensive line coach? Maybe he can help unlock Tyree. I'm going to save the Tyree comment, but I don't see Jason Taylor leaving Miami. He probably getting a lump sum from Miami to do that. And look, man, I didn't think Rob Leonard was a bad D-line coach, but at the same time, getting Jason Taylor is a step above. That's a Hall of Famer. So obviously you could try. I don't think he'll leave Miami. He probably making a boatload of money, living his best life, shit around college students. He probably chilling, man. My boy said the kicker. Nah, hey, he might get tagged. Pickens might get tagged, man. Let me see, man. Jason Down says, Janocko made Spencer Rattler competitive. Take that, David Copperfield. Nah, for real, man. He did. There was a couple times, Spencer Rattler looked okay. Chaye in the building, man. Salute. How you doing? I'm bummed out that McDonald won't let Benton out his contract. Any word on Rick Dennison? No word yet. But, are you surprised? I'm not surprised that he didn't let Benton out the contract. I wouldn't either. We can't let you take everybody. You can't take every single Seattle staffer. There's no way that's going to happen. Zachariah can't run routes better in special teams. It's kind of true. It's kind of true. He's got to get better at route running for sure. He uses a lot of athleticism with Zachariah Branch, gets him out of situations. I will say that. Anthony Ramos in the building. Salute from Nicaragua, man. Appreciate you from all the way over there, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. Love your content, bro. Keep it up. Thank you, man. Thank you. That means a lot to me, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. Hopefully, we keep having a good show for you. Man. Who else we got, man? Jerome. Hey, you already know, man. Appreciate you for tapping in, bro. Janocko's first order of business is getting Mendoza comfortable playing under center. And that's a conversation we're going to have deeper as the offseason goes. Right. But yeah, he's got to. Let me see. If we can get Alec Pierce in free agency, would you consider luring Kyle Pitts and use him as a hybrid receiver? Also, would you draw some running plays for Bowers to give Genty some rest? Three things. One, I'm not really an Alec Pierce fan. I like Alec Pierce, but he screams, we sign him big money. He don't do the same shit he was just doing. I just smell that off Alec Pierce, right? And you can call it Raider PTSD if you want to, but he just got that look to me, bro. I got a feeling with Pierce that we're going to give him all this big money and he is not going to do the same shit we just paid him to do. So there's that, right? And last year, I believe, was his first breakout season. Okay, so that's a roll of the dice. You roll the dice to say, like, oh, hopefully he breaks out. Kyle Pitts. I don't see Atlanta letting Kyle Pitts go this year, especially with Stefanski ass. Like, Stefanski love him some tight ends. He loved him some tight ends. So I don't see them letting Pitts go. They probably keep Pitts this 1 year, see if it worked out, whatever the case. And as far as Genty and Bowers, yes, you could probably be creative with Bowers, get him in the backfield, shit like that. But I'm not giving him no handoffs. He's not that type. I can't see Bowers taking no handoffs. Little jet sweep, no, for sure. Little jet sweep with Brock B, we get it going. You know what I mean? Get him on the edge and all that. But taking a straight handoff, oh, hell no. Hell no. Nah. That boy look awkward back there. Realistically, what's going to happen, I'm telling y'all right now, they're about to sign another running back. I don't know who it's going to be. Let the Kenneth Walker dream die, number one. We're not getting no Kenneth Walker. That's not happening. But they're going to sign another running back up in here. Why? Clint has continuously used a 2 running back system his entire career. His entire career. As a play caller, whatever, bro, wherever he's been, he's always used 2 backs. Always. You know? And then you can be mad at it, but how can you argue when the results of Kenneth Walker are displayed before you? Right? It's like, hey, how can you be mad? If it wasn't for Kenneth Walker splitting carries with Charbonnet throughout the year, we probably wouldn't have got as fresh legs as we did in the playoffs. Right? So it's all give and take. Give and take. Damn. Is that I know some people that was ready to go to New Orleans, man. I would have fuck. Damn. Yeah, I know some people that was ready to go to New Orleans, man. Paris ain't bad though. Paris ain't bad. I guarantee you're gonna see a lot of Raider shit over there. You probably gonna see a lot of Raider shit over there, Paris. Dan Royal, man, what's the deal with you, big dog? I like Kubiak getting all his guys, building trust and building the foundation needs good infrastructure. 100%. 100%. We can't be questioning what each other is doing up in here, right? We all got to have the trust that we are going in the right direction. Excuse me. All those guys you named are first rounders. Nah, Mesidor is not no first rounder. Mesidor is not no first rounder. Cassius Howell ain't no first rounder. Romello Height is definitely not no first rounder. Them 3 dudes are like second round. Now, look, Mesidor, like, it depends where you fluctuate, but like Mesidor, he's either going, he can go late first, but I see a lot of times he goes in the second round. I don't see nobody taking no Cassius Howell in the second round or the first round. Nobody. Romello Height, don't see that either. TJ Parker from Clemson. I don't know if I've seen a lot of people get TJ Parker from Clemson in the first round. I haven't seen too many. So now again, you know, I'm not looking at everybody draft shit right now, but as far as what I have looked at, those dudes like ain't been first rounders like that. Now, you know, Bailey, Bain, for sure. You know, if you want to put fucking Arvell Reese there, I guess. I'm not a big Arvell Reese fan, but if you want to put him there, I guess. Like, those are first round guys, for sure. First round guys. Let me see what else we got, man. Every year is the year for Kuntz. You're not lying, bro. You're not lying. But, you know, depth-wise, I'm not mad at him being depth. Not mad at him being depth. Wilson is just as effective as Kuntz. No, I don't know about that. Now we get a little disrespectful to Malcolm. Because I don't know about that. Know about that at all. Dennis Sutton. Dennis Sutton from Penn State. Forgot about that. I got to look at his game a little bit more. But I forgot about him. Black and mild, man. What's the deal with you? Clinton's still in his 30s, so are his main guys. Plus, he's been at 6 jobs in 6 years. Head coach is a volatile position nowadays because of the cap. So let's hope they do something fast. Oh, yeah. It's gonna get something gonna get done. I'm not really tripping. This organization in the direction we're going, I kind of trust what they're doing right now. Oh shit. Prez in the building. What's going on, Prez? Everybody give my dog some love, man. Helping everybody out with the Raider search this offseason, man. So, and you doing your goddamn thing, big dog. Oh, yes. Well, okay, let me be honest with y'all, bro. This is gonna take us into a complete tangent. So I hope y'all ready. This is gonna take us completely left, but it is what it is. What type of running back do y'all think Genty is? Like, do y'all see him as a finesse runner or do you see him more as a power runner? That's just a quick question. Not trying to get political right now. I know how this shit goes when we talk about Genty, but just off the top of your dome, if you're going to think about Ashton Genty in his running style, power or finesse, where y'all at? Where y'all at? And while y'all answer real quick, I ain't going to cap. I'm over here parched. I got some water over here. Let me go grab some water. I'm going to be right back while y'all answering this thing. Boy, my... Ooh. Need some water out this mother. All right. We back. Woo. God damn. So, power. Power. 100%. 100%. And that's why a guy like Black might not work. Me personally, I want somebody that's going to we need the change of tempo, bro. You know, if Genty's gonna come in there and do what he does as far as running these safeties over and creating that physical presence, I want that second back to come in here and be somebody where you're like, pure. You know what I mean? Just it's different. It's a different speed. It's a different speed. Now they can both run the zone blocking that Clint's going to provide, but at the same time, I want somebody where when Genty tired and I gotta take him off the field, right? The defenders are like, oh shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, because this next running back is gonna come up on their ass so quick, right? He gonna be running to the hole so quick. He might be quicker than Genty, but it is what it is, right? That's what we need. Personally, I would like somebody that's quicker east-west. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, that Genty's not that quick east-west. You feel what I'm saying? Making those quick, sharp cuts. Boom, getting up out of there. Or not only that, you know, right now, Genty don't have like the biggest home run ability, right? Like he can get out in the open field and all that, but really, before anybody gets mad, okay, get to thinking about what I'm talking about. When he did break in the open field, was he boom gone and there's nobody catching him and he's just striding out and nobody's around him? Or did he have to break some tackles before he ended up ultimately getting in the end zone? Right? So if he had to, that means that's not home run ability, bro. Home run ability is shit we see Saquon do, right? Where you like, oh, straight out the hole, bro. We gone. It's 50 yards. Ain't nobody touching me. You know what I mean? You're not even going to catch up. You saw Bijan Robinson do it a couple times, right? That, to me, as of right now, that's not Genty's game. So I would like to get somebody that does have that ability, right? Because if you can mix and match that, well, shit. By the fourth quarter, something going to pop. Something is going to pop, right? Whether that be that second back that got the speed that's going to take advantage of the defense being tired at this point because they didn't fucked around with Genty for 3 straight quarters. Power. Now we bring in the speed guy. Now all of a sudden the tempo is different. Or the speed guy been doing his work, right? And come that fourth quarter, y'all legs is jelly. Y'all ain't trying to tackle Genty for this whole fourth quarter, right? So either way it goes, bro, we can mix and match. I personally want somebody quick. We need somebody quick. Now, I'm going to be real with y'all, bro. There is a guy, there's free agency guy, and there is a draft guy that I'm looking at. 2 guys. Helani from the Seahawks. I'm looking at George Helani from the Seahawks. Not only is there familiarity with Clint, but there's familiarity with Genty too. Helani went to Boise State, and Helani was starting over Genty before Genty ultimately got his, got his shot. So they're used to splitting carries, right? Helani is a different back. He has that east-west shit that I'm talking about. So that familiarity between Clint and Genty alone, I would say, okay, Helani would be a guy. But if we look in the draft, there's running back from Cal, bro. There's a running back from Cal that I fuck with. I think his name is Jaden Otten. I might be tripping, but I think his name is Jaden Otten from Cal. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. He's sneaky. He is sneaky. I think he might be doing some things. Oh, this one too. The reason I ain't brought Buddy up, bro, if we can get our hands on some shit like this, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Price from Notre Dame. Look, not out. Like it. Hey, we can get down. You know what? Now that you talking about it, because he's only going to be a second back, I'm not mad at Singletary if we get Singletary from Penn State. You know what I mean? They got to pay Kenneth Walker this year too, so they got to choose. They're not going to be able to just not pay or keep both. I don't think they're going to be able to keep both, especially if okay, yeah, they're not going to be able to keep both, especially if they're going to keep Charbonnet too, right? If Charbonnet's still on the team, then and Walker and Helani are free agents, they're going to let probably Helani walk. No Capery. I would. I mean, that's just me, right? Like, I already got Charbonnet and shit. And Charbonnet's going to come back off that injury. So, yes, there you go. Hey, shout out to Gridiron Apex. First time I'm seeing you here. Appreciate you for tapping in. But, yeah, he was at Oklahoma last year. Now, you know what? You know why I say Cal, though? Is because when I saw him a lot, he was at Cal. Last year, bro, like, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what they were doing with him at Oklahoma. He wasn't playing. He did not play that much at all. And he transferred from Cal to Oklahoma to get more of a shine. You know what I mean? So I would like to look into that. Why was he not playing? You feel? Oh, okay, my guy. Okay. But yeah, maybe you could tell me, man. Maybe you could tell me, Gridiron, because why was he not playing more at Oklahoma? Was he hurt? Like what's the deal with that? Then I see him go to the Senior Bowl, and he's doing some of the same shit I saw him do at Cal, and I'm like, what am I missing? You know what I mean? What am I missing? So maybe you know a little bit more than that than I do, because you be in the college ranks more. But they got to do from Nebraska. I might have to see. I'm not gonna lie to y'all though. This running back class is kind of weak. It's kind of weak. It's definitely not last year. Whenever you have that type of class last year, where a lot of us were saying that this is one of the better draft classes for running backs in a minute. Usually they do thin out the next year, no Capery, but I ain't gonna lie, he's cool. But this year, bro, it's not, it's not that great for running backs this year. It's not that great. You got your dudes at the top, but other than that, it's like, it's whatever. It's whatever. He's with him at Cal. 2 fullback system. Both fullbacks were good. Did they? I have to go back. We're definitely gonna get a fullback though. Oh, is that what it was? Okay. Interesting. Then that's something you definitely gonna have to answer for in them draft interviews. If you talk about, well, why you ain't practicing well, or like, are you not understanding the scheme? Like, it's like, I don't know. He gonna have to answer a lot of them questions come draft combine time. DeMarco Murray was his running back coach in Oklahoma, and Murray just signed with KC, didn't he? I thought Murray just got with Oklahoma. I gotta look. Let me see, man. Was it? Yeah. That first day he was getting busy, and then I think he had a good little showing in the game itself too, right? I think in the game itself on the Saturday he had a pretty good game. But then that kind of shows the inconsistency. That shows that little inconsistency maybe, where it's like, all right, bro, we're not being consistent day to day, and that's what we got to do. I also heard he didn't fit what Ben Arbuckle wanted to do on offense, and he took a chance. And he bet on himself. Hey, if anybody played Call of Duty, you know exactly what my boy is talking about. Anybody play Call of Duty, you know exactly what he's talking about. My boy Prince, dude. Hey. Leave him alone, man. But look, hey, check this out, though. I'm going to need to edit soon. We're going to need to put his face on the body. Whatever the case, bro, we're going to need to edit out there. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Rico Dowdle. I like Rico. I would like some Rico as a backup. That wouldn't be bad. We need somebody to replace Lowby. Little dude is not the one returning kickoffs. Maybe give Thornton a shot. Fuck. I mean, Shaheed, yeah. If you could probably get Shaheed, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. I ain't gonna lie. But, you know, we just went on a tangent. Whatever the case, right? We talked about running backs. Janoko is, you know, the guy. So we're going to go ahead and get it going. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Gotta text wifey back. Y'all know how it is. But, okay, so we already went through that. We went through Janoko, his background, what he's done, okay, and why I kind of think this is a good fit. I definitely think it's a good fit, especially the quarterbacks he's worked with, you know what I mean? The familiarity with our head coach. It's all synergy to me. I like it. So before we go ahead and we get into the last of the big three, as far as who's going to be really running the shots, man, we got to go ahead and give a shout out to the newest sponsor of the show, man. And of course, you already know. If you don't know now, you know. This show is brought to you by Underdog, okay? It is brought to you by Underdog. Make sure you guys tap in with your boy. If you're looking to play some parlays, man, make sure you guys go ahead and play some parlays on the Underdog app. You feel what I'm saying? Use promo code The Rundown if you're trying to win some easy parlays. You feel what I'm saying? And at the same time, look, if you play $5, new customers get up to $75 in bonus bets. I mean, come on now. How bad of a deal can that be if you're getting free money? Right? You're getting free money. So if you're looking to play some parlays, I know NFL is over, but we still got NBA to watch, still college basketball to watch. If y'all looking to do that, man, tap in with your boy. Use code The Rundown. Got the link below, man. It's going to help me out, get you some free money at the same time. It's a win-win for everybody, man. So make sure you guys tapping in, man. And, of course, shout out to Underdog for being a partner of the show. So as we continue on, we definitely he said, brother got the airhead bill. We're going to go ahead and go through our last of the big three. And then we'll go in a little bit of the coaching ranks as far as, you know, who we've signed as position coaches. But Robbie Leonard. All right, Robbie Leonard is the last one of the big three. And I've seen mixed reviews. Very mixed, okay? Before we hired him, some of y'all were like, I don't want his ass at all, right? When we hired him, clownery, right? That's some. Some of you, you were okay with it. You were okay with it. You accepted it, and you felt like it was good. Where I'm at, personally, Rob was not my first choice, bro. Rob was not my first choice. But I'm not mad that it's Rob either. Now, look, a lot of people, let's talk about this before we go in, because I'm going to go ahead and dispel some rumors. Yes, I wanted Jim Schwartz. But Cleveland's not going to let Jim Schwartz go, bro. They're just not. They're playing hardball. They still have rights to Jim Schwartz's contract. So if you're going to do that, are y'all willing to trade capital right now for Jim Schwartz? Are you willing to do that? The answer, no. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not willing to do that. I don't feel like doing it, especially for no D coordinator. You feel me? Head coach, you think about shit like that, you know, but a D coordinator, fuck no. I'm not gonna give up no goddamn third round pick or some shit like that for that. No. So that dream is dead, right? That dream is dead. You're not gonna be able to do that. Okay, so knowing that, let's look at all the other candidates available. Okay, Leslie Frazier. No. We wouldn't get no motherfucking Leslie Frazier. Nobody wanted that. All right, nobody wanted that. Out of all the guys that were available that we could get, maybe the Seahawks safeties dude, if he wanted to come here. Okay, but I feel like he got blocked. Right, I feel like he got blocked. You look at Carl Scott as well, another guy that we could have looked at, you know, from the Seahawks, but at the same time, he withdrew his name. So we weren't going to be able to get that at all, right? We weren't going to be able to get that at all. Honestly, bro, I'm okay with this. It can work. It cannot work. But in this thing where I'm okay with, because I can live in these two worlds. I can live in this. There's only one or two ways this works out with Rob Leonard. He's either majorly ass or he's competent and we can continue to build. It's one of the two. It's one of the two. And I can live in this realm though. I can live in that realm because I want the shit clear. If he's majorly ass, then hey, so be it. But if we see that he's got some shit to work on, he's only 30 something and this is his first head coaching job, we can build, right? So either way it goes, we're there. Now, okay, some people can say, how is Leonard better than Patrick Graham? As of right now, we can't answer the question fully until we see what he does with scheme. But I will say this, I would hope that he learns from the non-aggression of Patrick Graham. Learn from the non-aggression, right? We were too soft at times. Too soft. And personally, bro, I felt there are times Patrick Graham was nice, but he definitely was letting teams go up and down the field sometimes without resistance, right? Without resistance, without bringing too many blitzes, without doing these things, without getting up on receivers with your DBs. I didn't like that, right? I didn't like that. So hopefully that would be the change. That would be the change. It could be worse, but that would be the change for me. Rams defensive assistants. I'm going to be real with you, JC. I'm good off that. If you were to tell me Rams offensive guys, yeah. But what has Rams defensive guys done to warrant them being considered over a guy in-house? That's my question, right? Like it sound good, but take off Sean McVay and Matt Stafford and all that, and let's really look at that defense. What has that defense done to warrant being considered over a guy we already got up in here? Nothing. They're not doing anything. Definitely not the secondary, right? The secondary is booty cheeks over there. It's booty. Best thing about that defense is the D-line. It's the best thing, right? About the Rams defense. And just keep it in beam, right? So, boom. We go, Cheyenne. Did Leonard get any interviews for DC for other teams? I keep hearing he's so highly thought of. He's gotten interviews with other teams. DC, feel like he's gotten like 2. Definitely for position coach, though, where he's going to – we would have lost him this year. We would have lost him this year, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's going to another place to get on the fast track to be a defensive coordinator. And he's did a couple defensive coordinator interviews, but really it's more position coach-wise. And he's looked at as some guy that if he just has one good year as far as with a position group, he's gonna get his shot. He's looked at that. The positive thing with RL is continuity and his energy. Yes, 100%. Yes. Yes. I'm not even gonna argue with this. This is completely right. Sean in the building, man. Salute to my guy, man. What you doing? I was reading Rob Leonard did work under Mike McDonald and Brian Flores, so Leonard defense may be very aggressive. Another reason I like him, because a lot of people can say, damn, well, maybe he's a Patrick Graham disciple, but he's not. He's not. He's a Mike McDonald and Brian Flores guy. And for all the people that wanted defensive coaches, Brian Flores was y'all wanted Brian Flores, or at least wanted his defense, right? You wanted his defense. You like Mike McDonald's defense? I do, right? So if he can pull anything from them trees and he is really a disciple of that, I'm even more confident. I like that. Now, if you were to tell me he's a Patrick Graham disciple, I'm like, we'll see, but he's not. You know what I mean? He comes from a completely different philosophy of defense. Comes from a completely different philosophy of defense. Appreciate you, Sean John, for and I said Sean John, but you know where I'll go. You know where it is, man, for that information. Appreciate that. Win the Super Bowl. 3 years. Give us 3 years. I believe Leonard will get it done and might be the next big sneaky DC. I was saying, hey, bro, I'm cool with this dice roll because there's one or two ways this can go. It's either really bad or it can be really good. There's no in between. There is no in between. Now, let's talk about this because I've seen this argument way too much, and this is how I'm going to respond to this argument anytime somebody says this. Why is Rob Leonard coaching? Why is he the defensive coordinator? How can he be that? What the fuck has he even done with this defensive line? Are you serious? Are you serious? Are we really going to sit here and talk about what he's done with this defensive line when they provided this man fucking Amazon workers and fucking plant packagers? What are we saying? What are we saying? What, since this man, right? And I know none of y'all have said it in here, but I've seen this constantly, and it makes no sense to me. Since Rob Leonard has arrived, what first round D lineman have we gotten him? Oh, Tyree Wilson, right? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You can't make sugar out of shit, bro. Fuck you want him to do, right? There is no way. You think I'd be able to go up to a prize farm winning pig, put lipstick and a wig on that shit, and tell you that shit was whatever woman of your choice, and you gonna believe that? Come on, dog. Let's keep it a bean, bro. Let's keep it a bean. At some points, you got to start looking at player. You got to look at player. You can't sit there and be like, oh, man, it's all on the coach. Is it? Is it? When the motherfucker can't learn to use hands 4 years in his career? That's on the coach? A first-round, 6th overall pick. Still don't know how to use secondary pass rush moves, but that's on the coach. Come on, son. Let's keep it a bean, bro. Let's keep it real. Who else have we provided him on the defensive line that we can say, oh, man, he ain't got this talent to work? We talking about Tonka Hemingway? What the fuck you talking about? Jonah Luwalu? And I'm not trying to say this disrespectfully, but at the same time, if your argument is like, well, what has he done with this D-line? What talent? Who the fuck is on this D-line? Who's on here? Who? John Jenkins? That's what we doing? Come on, bro. Come on. 35-year-old Adam Butler. Come on, dog. I've seen him get people. Shit, how come we don't talk about Snowden? I just said Luwalu, but Luwalu has actually improved. He's improved. Snowden's improved. Luwalu's improved. And certain guys have improved, but let's be honest with ourselves. There's only so much improvement you can have when they're not top overall picks, bro. They're not top over there. There are no fucking Max Crosbys from the 4th, 5th round growing on trees on every D line. This shit don't happen. That shit does not happen. So as of right now, bro, when you see people and their main argument is like, he shouldn't be DC. He's done nothing with this D line. He's not in the draft room. No way, shape, or form he's in the draft room. Goddamn. That shit's wild to me. How y'all completely disregard jobs sometimes, right? I mean, if all y'all know up in here, a D-line coach has little to no fucking say about who he wants to draft. What, boy? Rob Leonard go up in there talking about, hey, man, I don't want no Tyree, right? I want this, and this. They're going to tell him to shut the fuck up and get out. That's just what's going to happen, bro. That's just going to happen. But hey, now that he's got the power, now that he's got the power, let's see. I want to see what he does. And because now we're going to see what moves and shit that the Raiders were making that he actually likes, right? Because if he come up in here, say he comes up in here, Tyree ain't getting no snaps. Now I see you didn't want to draft that motherfucker, right? But you just tried to make it work. Okay. Come up in here. Devin White don't get re-signed. Ooh. Now we're talking. Now we're talking, right? Now we're getting into it. All right, Eric Stokes gets re-signed. Now that we see all this, bro, I want to see what moves he makes and where we can attribute the success. Let's look, man. Chayea, 2024 was a great job with the D-line considering Wilkins and Max were out. He also helped Chase on. Thank you, Chayea. Thank you. Look, bro, I seen some people tell me, well, if Rob Leonard was so good, how come he didn't get Chase on to stay? Come on, son. Like, you hear that? You hear this? Oh, man, Rob Leonard was this. He didn't get Chase on to stay. What? What fucking power does he have to do that? He has zero power. Zero. Only thing Rob can do in that situation is get him to play good, which he did. And set him up for a big payday, which he did. It's the organization's job to say, hey, Rob, you coached this player, you had this player there, you made him look good. You know what? We're going to reward your hard work and Chason's hard work, and we're going to bring him back. But no, that's Rob's fault, though. That's Rob's fault. Come on, son. That's why I'm like, some of these shits, bro, like, we got to dispel certain arguments, right? And now, if you want to come up in here and talk about the inexperience, so be it. So be it, right? Because there's nothing I can say to that. I won't even argue that point. It's inexperience. We all must acknowledge that this could be a complete failure. We have to acknowledge it. If you're not acknowledging it, then I'm not doing my job to y'all. That's a disservice, right? Because if I'm coming in here trying to spread to y'all everything's flowers and fucking daisies with a first-time defensive coordinator, that's disingenuous. And I will not do that to y'all. So we're going to acknowledge the opposite side of it, where this could definitely be we're going to fall flat on our ass. But I'd rather take this dice roll, right? Because how frustrating it's very frustrating if you get a veteran coach and he's fucking up like he's a rookie coach. Now it's like, well, we might as well just got a rookie dude and let him make mistakes. This is just like, so that's where I'm at, man. That's where I'm at. Yep. Rob had Snowden hooping too. 100%. 100%. Snowden has gotten better every year. Now we know, you know what I'm going to say, Mike, but I'm just going to leave that alone. But anyway, East Bay 24K, man. What's going on with you, bro? Salute. Drafted damn linebacker. Hey, when the last time we drafted an edge before the third round? That's a good question. When is the last time the Raiders have drafted an edge? Now I know it's Tyree, right? Tyree was the last one. But after that, is there another? Have we drafted a D end or D tackle anything in the first 2 rounds since Tyree? Have we done that? Nah. The Cleveland Farrell's before Tyree. It's before Tyree. After Tyree. So what we got? Because Tyree's going on year 4, right? He's going on year 4. Am I tweaking? So in 3-4 years, we haven't drafted no D lineman top 2. I would love to know the percentages, though, of playoff team. We could look this year. I would love to know the percentage of the playoff teams this year and the good defenses this year that spent that type of capital, right? Because when you look at Seattle, they drafted Byron Murphy in the first round. If I'm not tweaking, he was a first round dude. So there's that, right? I mean, shit. You go over there. You go over to New England, right? New England, Christian Barmore was drafted first round, right? If I'm not tweaking, he is a first round. Yeah, either that or a second round. But I think he was the first round. You got to draft the talent, bro. You got to draft it. You know what I mean? You got to draft it. You can't just completely ignore the shit. You know what I mean? We're ignoring both sides. When the last time we drafted a fucking old lineman first or second round? Well, second round JPJ. First round. The last time we did that shit first round. Colton? That's some of the problem, bro. We're not investing in the most important spots on the team. O-line, D-line. We're fucking skimping there, bro. We're skimping, right? You know what I mean? And it's no fucking coinky dink that when we thrift on the O-line and the D-line, we're not good. You know what I mean? Like there's no coinky dink. We got to stop doing this. So this, Jesus Christ. It hurts. It hurts to even hear. That shit hurts to even hear. Oh, man. Leatherwood? Hold on. Yeah, if Leatherwood was the guy, bro, I'm kind of, God damn. Colton, soon. Hey, don't trip, though. We got Charles Grant. I'm not tripping about that, though. We got Charles Grant. Give it another year. Let your boy develop a little bit more. I'm good with C. Grant. Black and mild. Kuntz should have gone to the Pats with McDermott with the rest of the good defense. Yeah, 100%. But at this point, I feel like we can keep him. We can keep him. God damn, man. Leatherwood, that's wild, bro. See, look, we got to invest. It's time to invest. This year, it's not time to invest in no old lineman in the first round because we know what time it is. But it needs to go down like that. Hold on. Wifey calling me. Give me 1 sec. Uh-oh. Hey, y'all already know what it is. Wifey calling me. I'm going to hit y'all with a quick ad break, and I'm going to be right back to it, man. So make sure you guys keep tapping in with me, and we're getting right back into the conversation.
Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Rundown. If you're depressed watching your favorite sports team on the football field, but you just can't stop buying their gear, then congratulations. You might be a Raiders fan. But listen, man, don't trip. I got the perfect thing for you, man. Here at the Rundown, we have partnered with Fanatics to bring the nation some of the freshest Raider gear that you can get your hands on. I'm talking jerseys, I'm talking hats, and you know it's starting to get chilly out here, so it's best to grab you some drip for the frosty season while you're at it as well. So tap the link in the description down below. Get you some fresh gear, man. Support the channel at the same time. It's a dub for you, dub for me, even though we're not getting that many dubs on the field at the moment, man. So remember, man, tap the link down below in the description to get you some fresh Raiders gear from Fanatics. Now let's get back to the show.
Wives, man, wives. Just wives. It's like, Jesus Christ. Anyway, you love them, though. You love them. No, yeah, I know. Wifey calling. I'm telling her to come on, tell me what you got to tell me. It's a lot going on, bro. If this your first time being on a Rundown show, bro, you'll learn pretty quickly about Lady Rundown and her shenanigans. But let's honestly, bro. Honestly, yeah, no. I had to finish that conversation. Let's talk about this, right? Because this is something big that I guess we'll talk about. That I personally look. This is probably gonna be my last time on a live talking about this shit. I ain't gonna care. This is gonna be my last time on live talking about this shit. Hold on. Boom, boom, boom. Rumors. Okay. Now, it's going to be this. Max Crosby trade rumors. It's going to be my last time talking about this. Why? I hate bringing up shit back to back, bro. I personally can't stand that. I can't stand when I'm watching a podcast and somebody else does it. So I wouldn't want y'all to hear that shit from me. So that's why I'm like, bro, I'm not talking about this shit every day. You know what I'm saying? If it happens, it fucking happens. Personally, from the grapevine that I've heard and from the shit that I've heard, he's not getting traded. He's not. Right? That's what I've heard. So I'm telling y'all that's what I heard. Now, if he gets traded, am I gonna come out here throwing shit at the camera? No, I'm not. No, I am not. I will actually understand. Right? I actually understand why, because we're trying to get this thing kickstarted. We're trying to get this thing kickstarted. So, I don't know, man. Personally, I don't think he's getting traded. What I've heard, he's not getting traded. But at the same time, if he does, I'm not going to cry over no spilled milk, bro. There's been plenty of times, this offseason where he could have shut that shit down. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, there's been plenty of times this offseason. This is why I'm not really tripping about it again. Because this offseason, bro, it's as simple as Max coming out and being like, hey, bro, I'm not going anywhere from the Raiders. I'm a Raider. That's it. And then after that, anytime somebody makes a rumor or anything like that, all you say is, hey, look, did you not just hear what the fuck I said in this video? I just told you. I'm not going nowhere. Right? So that part is on Max. Right? Like, I know a portion of them is like, oh, I'm doing my job because I'm not saying anything and I'm being vague. And, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do because I'm not giving the media not an inkling of how I'm feeling. Dog, no, stop that shit. God damn. Somebody in his circle, what's Brody name that be with him on the goddamn podcast? Somebody tell this man, Max, bro, the way you trying to go about this shit is not working. It's not working. Just fuck around. And if you want people to stop the shit, just come out and puff your chest out and say, shut the fuck up. I'm a Raider. That's it. Puff your chest out and say that. I'm tired of the vague shit, the aloofness, the mysteriousness. Who gives, bro? You going on fucking Sports Center talking about, I don't give a fuck. Nobody talking about it. I know who I am. What the fuck does that tell us? That says nothing. Nothing. Right? Like, bro, look. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool. Again, Max is my guy, bro. But I'm just because he's our best player and all that shit, I'm not going to shy away from the criticism. Fuck that. That shit tells us nothing. You doing that, him doing that shit, bro, fans the fire even more. When somebody like, oh, man, well, how do you feel about the Raiders? Well, I'm just about myself and I'm about my work, and that's all that matters to me. And other than that, man, it is what it is. Bro, that shit don't matter to me. Bro, just come out and say what the fuck you got to say. Just come out and say what the fuck you got to say. Hey, that's fine, bro. But we talking about fans right now, brother. Talking about fans, Mike, and Prez. Because at the same time, bro, you got to understand, like, our job is to dispel this information, though. We can't be aloof our damn selves and just be like, well, they're not saying anything, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not gonna get shit from Max. So at the same time, we gotta come out here and speak truth. You know what I'm saying? We gotta speak truth. Him doing that, don't do nothing. Now, obviously, the motherfucking team could not be tripping. And again, I don't think he's getting traded. But at the same time, I'm not gonna sit here and say that he's handled this shit correctly, because he has not. He hasn't. In my opinion, bro, and y'all can disagree if you want, he's handled this situation fucked up from the jump. From the jump. When the shit first came out, he handled it fucked up. And now here we are. It's still an all trickle-down effect from how he handled them saying he has to sit down. It's a trickle-down effect, bro. So again, you know what I mean? Look, again, I'm cool with him staying. I'm cool with him doing that. But just because he's our best player, he's not above criticism, bro. He fucked up this offseason. He fucked up. And I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, he fucked up to a 100 grand degree. It's not a grand. It's not anything serious. But come on, bro. You got an organization that's trying to start over and trying to get things right, and that's the shit you do. And now you're trying to play aloof like you don't know why people are talking about that, bro. You came out and said that shit. You came out and started the rumors. So that's why I was like, bro, I hate that shit. I don't like that. I don't like that. Now he can stay, right? He can stay. He can stay and do all that, bro. Look. But Mike, bro, he's not shutting down rumors. He's not. He's just coming out there and saying he's about his work. That's fine. Like that, and that's fine, which is true, but that's not shutting down a rumor, bro. That's just him saying he's doing what he's doing to focus on himself. Every time somebody asks him something, he's talking about his daughter and how he's focusing on life and work, which is great. Beautiful. But like you can't get surprised when people take your vague comments for saying this is not commitment. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm at, bro. Like, just because we're vague, I'm not going to take that as you being committed to the team. Like, no. You puff your chest out on everything else. Puff your chest out now and say, I don't want to get fucking traded. Even if the team is saying that, even if we know that, the team knows that, right? But if you're really fucking annoyed about these media people like he says he is, then I would have shut that shit down weeks ago. I'd have been on Diana Rossini ass weeks ago. What's buddy that said that shit? Was it Jay Howard, Glazer, whatever? I'd have been on his ass weeks ago. Fuck is you talking about? You ain't talk to me. I ain't talk to you. I don't know you. You just making shit up. Feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, stop that shit. But no, we're not doing that. We don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. It is what it is, bro. Look, it is what it is. Hey, bro. Again, bro. Look, this is what I'm saying. Prez and Mike. Love y'all. I love y'all. But we're going to argue about this one. Because he is not getting criticized enough for me, dog. I don't give a fuck. He personally, I think Max done started this whole shit himself, bro. He started the whole shit himself. So, like, look, even if he says out loud he wants to be here, folks going to say he lying or some other BS. Look here, bro. But he still hasn't done that. How can we say that and he's yet to do that? You feel what I'm saying? Like, if that's the case, then everybody that would say he's lying, then that's on you, bro. That's on you. You feel what I'm saying? That's on you. You're just trying to make up a story at that point. But guess what? We know that. You just came out here and said what the fuck you had to say. Now, look, it is what it is, bro. If he get traded, it is what it is. If he stays, it is what it is. But I'm going to sit here and acknowledge the fact that I don't like the way he has conducted shit this offseason. I don't. Now, you know what I mean? We can argue and debate that. I don't like the way he's conducted shit at all this offseason. And I personally feel like he needs to get back in the mirror and recenter. We can argue, Mike. I know that's your guy, bro. But when he fucks up, he fucks up, bro. When he fucks up, he fucks up. And I'm not gonna sit here and say, it's because he doesn't want to play for the Raiders. It's not about that, bro. It's not about that. It's the principle of shit. It's the principle. Don't come out here that I don't got to explain myself to anybody. We ain't hearing a word. Just know he in the bed. That's fine. No, it's fine. I'm talking about the principle of shit. Don't come out here and act like you don't know why the media is doing this. You have zero clue why the media is targeting you when you are the one that did the shit you did in week 16. What? So just because he's Max fucking Crosby, we don't have to call him out on the bullshit he did? That was bullshit. If you're just going to sit here and sit your ass right back in this motherfucking building and work out like nothing happened, then you probably shouldn't have did that stupid shit to begin with. But here we are, bro. He's Max Crosby. He Max Crosby. Oh, that's Max. That's Max. He does no wrong. It's always us, right? Mm-hmm. Wrong. I won't feel like that. We can argue till the cows come home. That's just how I feel, bro. Just how I feel, right? And hey, for everybody that's watching this can fuck up a rundown and Max collab 100% right now. It can fuck it up, right? I've never talked to Max, but obviously I would have some thoughts to try to interview players. He could probably see this and be like, hey, fuck rundown. So be it. I won't hold my tongue for shit. Not a goddamn person in this motherfucker. And I feel like if that's wrong, it's wrong. Wrong is wrong, bro. That's how I feel. wrong is wrong, bro. So, hopefully he stays. Hopefully he gets shit together, right? Hopefully, with Rob Leonard being here, we can continue to have some continuity to what Max wants to do and what the team is going to ultimately do, right? What the team is going to ultimately do. And him saying that, he's just focusing on himself, sure. He's focusing on himself. And that comment to me, and as fans, we should treat it according as such. Focus on what you can control. We don't need to be talking about no Max trade shit every day, right? If Prez and Mike are telling us right now, right, and there's some people that have told me that he's staying and all this shit is for nothing, then so be it, right? So be it. It is what it is. But if he does get traded, right, and he does, and because, bro, I've heard it all this offseason. On one hand, I've heard I've heard multiple times he's getting traded. Now I hear he's staying. Okay, sure, whatever the case. But if he does get traded, right, we're going to sit here and we're going to acknowledge the fact that he was sitting here bullshitting the whole time. We are going to say that, right? Because when Devontae Adams did it, y'all was pissed off. But it's Max. I digress. I digress. Right? But it's like, again, bro. Again. And again, hey, Mike, bro, we all the same age. And that's the next thing. It's not like fucking Max is like 36, 38, and this man doing... No. We all the same age around this motherfucker. So it's not like we calling out veteran shit that we don't understand. No, that's emotional. So nah, fuck all that, bro. Emotional. Brock Bowers was shut down when he could have still played, but we didn't hear Pete. No, sir. And Brock ain't like that, though. Brock ain't like that. He ain't gonna say nothing anyway. So you probably wasn't gonna hear shit from Brock regardless. Somebody could probably slap the shit out of Brock. He probably still gonna look the same way. He probably ain't gonna say not a goddamn thing, but he probably will beat your ass though. He looked like one of them dudes that don't speak at all, but when action is required, it's required. I ain't gonna lie. Job. Remember that one player I'm focused on rehabbing and playing here? Don't want to go anywhere. That was Odell. Giants traded him away to Browns. Odell was still a star wide receiver. Look, I'm going to venture along the lines of what I've heard today, y'all. I've heard that he's staying. I've been told that he's not going anywhere. So I'm going to venture along those lines. Okay? Venture along those lines. I don't give a fuck about no podcast that he's on. I don't care about no show that he's appearing on. I don't want to hear it. I might post it for y'all so y'all can see it, right? But other than that, bro, I don't give a fuck. I don't. I want this shit over with, done with, because we don't need, as we go into getting ready to draft a quarterback and get these things, we don't need this type of shit here, bro. We just don't. Every fucking reset and off season we have where it feels like momentum is getting built, now all of a sudden it's derailed by some other talk. Nah, bro, stop. God damn. Look, now again, I could be completely and utterly wrong. But as of right now, y'all gonna know I'm gonna be the one content creator. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Panda. We all understand Max wanted to play. He's the type of to play on a broken leg, 100%. But bro had a torn ligament and threw a tantrum for us doing best for him. Come on, man. How can he be mad at that? Oh, no. Now look. When it comes to him being traded, this is the thing. I'm going to separate the talk, right? I'm not mad if he gets traded at all. I'm not mad if he wants to get traded, right? And this is where maybe some of y'all might lose the argument with me. I'm not mad if he comes out and says, hey, y'all, I want to get traded. Not at all. Why? He deserves that. He deserves to go to a winning situation if he feels like this other situation can win now, right? He deserves that. He's that type of player. He's earned that type of respect, right? Especially from me, from everybody else, bro. Like, I want to see him win games. That's the type of player you root for. You want to see him do his thing, right? But at the same time, it's like, we're not going to bullshit it back and forth either. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do, right? Then okay. But yeah, let's just, let's keep it moving. Now, if we start losing this year, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. Because, like, if the year don't start, because this is a rookie head coach and a lot of rookie shit and moving parts in here, right? So if this doesn't start off right, and that's my concern. Prez, if you in here, Mike, if you in here, I need an answer to this. That's my concern. Because we can say all we want right now and do all this, but when shit gets hard in this season, and rookie quarterback, rookie defensive coordinator, rookie head coach, and things aren't starting off to the hottest of starts, right? Say we like, shit. Say we 2-4, 6 weeks in, right? We 2-4, 6 weeks in. Maybe 3 and something. But whatever the case, right? 2-4. What he gonna say then? What is he going to say? Is he going to start this shit up again? That is my question, right? Like, so if we sitting here at 2-4 after 6 weeks, is Max gonna start this shit up again where he's talking about he needs to get traded? No, brother. No, sirree. You knew what the fuck you was into before the season started. So I don't want that. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I need to know what the deal is. You feel what I'm saying? Because if we start losing and he's just gonna come out here and be like, well, you know what? Yeah, I do want to leave. Well, what the fuck? You should have just did that shit before the season. You know what I mean? Like, so that is kind of more of the shit I'm talking about, where it's like, bro, you should just, you know what I mean? Like, if that's the case, fuck that. If you don't tiptoe, with it, bro. If you really want to get the fuck out of here, let's get the fuck up out of here. Because if he gone and we still losing, then it's gonna be Bowers trade rumors, then Genty trade rumors. I mean, so on and so forth. I mean, this is well, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. There ain't gonna be no trade rumors with Bowers. Ain't gonna be no trade rumors about because he's not gonna re-sign a contract. That's not gonna be no trade. He's not gonna re-sign at all. Brock gonna be one of them dudes, bro, that just don't. He ain't gonna say shit. He's just not going to re-sign. Genty's kind of stuck. No capery. Genty kind of stuck. He's at the mercy. Genty is at the mercy of the team. There ain't shit Genty can do for the next like 3-4 years. But Brock though, oh yeah. It's next. Brock is next. So we gotta be diligent. Now look, I'm with you. If you're gonna trade him, you should do it now. But again, they're talking like they're not gonna trade him. So what's the plan of action? What's the timeline? Right? Because if you're keeping, I don't want fans and I don't want management to sit there and be like, well, you're keeping Max Crosby. All right. You got to win in 2 years. No, I don't care about that. Just because we're keeping Max Crosby doesn't mean all of a sudden we got to start winning in 2 years from now. No, we got to start winning next year. No. That's how expectations get fucked up. Okay? If you keep Max Crosby, the timeline is still the timeline. I still think it takes 3 years for us to get where the fuck we need to go. 3. Now, that's not saying it's just 3 straight years of ass cheeks, right? That might be 1 year, we fuck around and win 6 games. Second year, we didn't win 9 and 7. Oh, shit. Third year, yes, sir. Right? Now, that's where you work. So that's kind of where I see this timeline going, right? First year is going to be a little rough, a little patchy. Might win some games, 6 games, maybe 4, hopefully 6. But, second year, now we got our feet up under us, right? Looking better. Now we're looking like a team that you're going to have to deal with a little bit. Third year, confidence is up. Let's get to work. You know what I mean? So, and that's the third year out of Coach Kubiak's 5-year or 5-year contract, right? So now we know. But in that timeline, Max is going to be 32, I think. I think it'll be 32 at the time that we're talking about this timeline where we get competitive. And like we're perennially competitive. So if that's the case, like, how is he going to feel about that? Right? How long do you plan to play? Like what, so that scenario we talked about a lot. But that's kind of where it is. But at the same time, this is it though. How you can help out Max Crosby if you keep him, how you can help him out. This is why I love the show, bro, because we always tie it back. What were we talking about just before this? About drafting defensive linemen. The only way to keep your boy fresh and to keep him healthy so that he can play multiple years into this contract, you got to start drafting guys in the first and second round. You have to. Now, not this year, because that shit's not going to happen this year. We know what time it is in first round. But second round, next year, first, second, you got to find you some edge. Got to find you some help on the D-line because why? All the great pass rushers now, when they get older, they get to rotate. It's a rotation on the D-line and all the extra. And right now, that's probably some of the problem why Max is getting hurt every fucking year because he doesn't rotate, right? Like, he plays 99% of snaps. So, of course, if you're playing 99% of snaps, you're not getting your rest, okay? What we need and what's crucial is to get some young bucks in here. See if we get a fucking Akeem Mesidor. And we have the luxury to say, hey, bro, Max, come off the field real quick for a little bit. Get a breather. And we can put a guy there that we trust. Oh, man. That's like, bro, like, that's the key, right? That's the key right there. And we don't have the key. So I think, we have to continue to build. If you keep Max, then the plan is clear, especially if Rob Leonard is the DC. You must build around him. Which is something we said for Max's probably entire career, honestly. For Max's entire career, I think we've all said, like, build around him. They tried Cleveland Farrell and fucking Tyree Wilson. Like, they tried, but Like, now that we got guys in there that we can trust to make some decisions, now we can really get it cracking, right? I'm be real. I would rather Myers. I would rather Myers than try to draft a guy in the draft. I do not like Bradley Chubb. I don't know why. Especially, and then it depends how much money that he's going to have to command. Because if he wants a lot of goddamn money, I'm not doing Bradley Chubb. I'm not doing that. Kinda. Bradley Chubb right now, though, is a shell of himself. A shell. He's not Broncos Bradley Chubb that y'all think about. He is not Broncos Bradley Chubb that y'all think about at all. Let me see real quick. Let's see who's a free agent real quick. Then we're gonna get ready to get up out of here. And then make sure you guys continue to hit your notification bell. Right? Hold on, where he at? Shout out my guy, man. We're gonna do blunts and breakdown soon. How is 3 years bad? We just won 2 games. See, how does the timelines be different, bro? Like, if we fuck around next year, how many games do we expect to win next year? I'm like at the 6 range. 6, maybe 7, maybe. Right? Like, I'm not expecting a lot. That second year, like, yeah, I would expect us, if we win 6 games, to be a fringe playoff team, right? Fringe playoff team in year 2. Year 3, that's when shit gets cracking. You sign Clint to an extension, and you're like, all right, bro, like we're here now. That's how I see it. Now, maybe we can upgrade that and just sign a whole bunch of motherfuckers immediately and do that. But usually the teams that are built for long-term success don't blow their whole wad in one off season. That's just me, right? Long-term success, marathon, not a sprint. I want to be able, it'd be cool if we won in the next 3 years and we win in playoffs. But at the same time, I do want our team to be set up to where Baby Rundown can watch this motherfucker and be like, well, we got a squad, right? We got a squad. So that is some of it. I don't want it to just be like we're good quickly and then it fizzles out just as quick as it came, right? Like, I don't want that. I want long-term success. So however we can do that is however we can do it. Now, if it takes 2 years, shit, you ain't gonna see me mad. You ain't gonna see me mad at all. I'm gonna be happy as shit. But I'm trying to be realistic. That's kind of where I'm at. Hopefully, if we win 11 games and some shit this year with all the rookie pieces in here, god damn, boy, I'm gonna be talking so much shit. It's not even gonna be fun. So let's look what we got. I'm looking at the top 100 guys real quick. Top 100 free agents. God damn, this rain is coming down bad out this motherfucker. I'm good with it, though. I like the rain, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. I hate summer and I hate heat. I cannot stand it, bro. Now, of course, we like summer for the trips and shit, but I get pissed off when it's hot. I need the cold. I like it raining. I ain't gonna lie, man. This my shit. We are going on 2 hours. We just sit here talking and bullshitting. So look at okay. Some of the y'all talked about edge rushers and shit. Look, ooh. Von Miller is the first edge rusher I see. But he's in year 16, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how much he got. He did have some sacks last year, though. He did play pretty well. And they talking about you can get him for a good little cool $6 million. Shout out to my guy Mob right there. He talking about Vegas summer hotter than Afghanistan. Bro, we went to the goddamn what was that? It was me and my dog Mike. It's the open practice that Pete training camp, bro. Even fucking funny, bro. I was sweating so goddamn bad in that practice, bro. Vegas summer is nothing to play with. But Von Miller at 36, maybe not. I know Quinn. No, we're not doing that. Apologies. The rain might fuck up a little bit of the Wi-Fi real quick, so we're gonna get ready to go on out of here, bro. It's like anybody that lives anywhere with the elements, especially California, bro. California act like it can't deal with no change in weather. Feel me? If it get windy, if it get rainy, your Wi-Fi is gonna start fucking up. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, California, bro. Or people don't know how to drive in them conditions out here either. So we get to tripping when the weather ain't pristine 70 degrees. I will say that. Chase Roberts, very late third round pick, but Raw can see him be a sleeper draft. What is this? What is he though, Rude Dog? Is he an edge or is this a receiver? Edge or receiver? If y'all talking about some sleeper receivers, hey man, there's a dude from Notre Dame. I think his name is Malachi Fields. I wouldn't mind. I would not mind. I like him. He got the size that I'm looking for. Now, again, I really want a guy that I think can be a number one in the league. But if we have to settle for some shit like that, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad. Top NFL free agents. See what we got. Now, again, we saw Von Miller. Not cool with that. Who else we got right here? Now, I was just talking about Quincy Williams from the Jets, the linebacker, brother to Quinnen Williams. So he's there. But, at the same time, I don't know about all that. There's a couple of other guys we can look for, but realistically, I definitely want to take a whole show. So we might do tomorrow Blunts and Breakdowns. We're going to go through the whole show of free agents, who we can look at, who fits the system, things of that nature, man. So we're going to get ready to get on out of here. Got some things I got to do with the fam. I got to take baby Rundown somewhere. He a little sick right now, man. So I got to deal with my mans. You feel what I'm saying? I got to go in there and help my mans. But till then, appreciate everybody that been tapping in. Before we get out of here, you know what we got to do, though. We got to hit it with the last segment of the day, which is... Man, shout out my guy, Jay, man. Man, sorry to hear that, bro. It's something going around, dog. I don't know what it is. It's a sickness going around. So y'all protect yourselves out there, man. Wear your mask if you got to. I don't know what it is. I was just sick a little bit, too. And, baby Rundown out here, man. He out here. He was going through it for a little bit. We good now, though. We good. We getting out the woods and out the trees. But, yeah. Hey, prayers up to the children over there, man. Hopefully they get good and you get better. But there is some sickness going around this mug. So y'all stay safe. As far as coaches we went through today, we didn't really go through the position coaches, but can do that on the next live. And what we'll do is go through what they've done, how they match up, and then with that, mix that in with the free agent show as well. Talk about free agents we can go after. Maybe some of those guys have some ties to free agents on the list, right? So we can go there. Until then, like I said, the youth movement. You've seen, it's not even that. It says Silver and Black Reset. But in the title of the thumbnail, we got youth movement, man. And I'm excited for it, bro. This is something that I don't remember us doing for a long time. It can we can fall flat on our face, or we can really make sure that this thing, goes the direction we need it to go. So I'm really excited about this, man. I think this is a dice roll that I think will work out for us in the long run. If it doesn't, but I do think this will work out. Until then, make sure you guys hit the like button. If you're new to the show and you're feeling what you're hearing, hit the subscribe button as well. Join the family. Come tap in with your boy Rundown as we have more shows. Blunts and Breakdowns will be tomorrow. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the next, not tomorrow, but I'll see you guys again for another show. Till then, you already know what I always say, man. I keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground on the Radio Rundown. I'm going to see y'all boys next time, man. Peace. Oh, no, wait. There we go.